So into the charts we go and take a look. The Bitcoin immature bear flag is beginning to break to the downside. Again, it's not a full mature pattern, which still leaves it open that maybe there's a small chance it could get saved. I'm in the camp that it's going to continue down over the next few days into the next technical support, which again is a minor support level. So let's just refresh here. This is your next technical level right around 21,500. Right now we're trading at 22,047. So it would be about $550 down from here would be your next technical level. But again, I mean, this is case in point, the charts dictating the next move. We talked about the 25,000 level, how that was major resistance. It was an upsloping channel. It was a flat line right here. Look at how many times Bitcoin bashed against it before collapsing. Then you got the bear flag time count, the breakdown right to this lower level here. You consolidate in a bearish manner and are now starting to break to the downside. By the way, the dollar today is ripping, which is putting a lot of pressure on crypto. And again, we are seeing Bitcoin trade to the downside. All right, so we know our levels, right? As we continue lower, first support's going to be around 21,500. Again, that is a minor level to me. Not a major, a minor. Now, minor levels, just to define it, minor levels can give somewhat of a bounce, but they have a much higher failure rate, meaning in terms of support, it's much more likely that price goes through it. Maybe you'll get a small bounce, maybe a little bit of a flag pattern, but ultimately the chances are a minor level will get tagged, small bounce, and then it breaks lower. A major level, again, if I talk about major supports, that's where you have a longer, bigger bounce off of it. So again, that would be support minor. Then you have minor right here around 20,500. Major would be this area. The reason it's major, number one, price has broken through here and never retraced to that level yet. In addition, it's two levels. You have an upsloping trend line and a flat trend line coexisting together right in that level. So as I've explained to you before, that would be where I would look to buy cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin or whether it's other cryptos. That would be where we would want to accumulate. All right, so that's where we stand on the Bitcoin chart. Let's flip over to the Ethereum chart here and take a look. And basically at this stage, guys, Ethereum is also breaking lower. Not significantly yet, but nonetheless, we can see this channel trend line here. And again, we are starting to inch lower. If it continues lower, support's going to be around 1465 right here, this low. Down there, you'll start to hit major support once you get below 1400, all the way down to about 1320. So again, there will be support here as well as here. For me, in terms of a buy, I would probably wait for somewhere in the middle here. In terms of covering my short, easily once it gets down to this upper range. Now you might say, well, why wouldn't you wait for it to come down here or here to cover your short? And what you have to do as a technical trader is you have to weigh the risks, right? So when it hits here, there's a chance that it could start trailing and rallying all the way back up. I don't want to be like, oh no, I'll only accept here or here, and then watch my gains of my short get washed away by a move all the way back up. So what smart money does is you take the money here, and then you just sit on the sidelines. If it comes here or here, you start to accumulate the long trade. That's, again, just the basics of it. All right, so that's, again, the game plan on Ethereum. Let's take a look at Solana. Solana, remember, the $20 level is the key level. Look at where we are right here, guys. We are piercing the $20 level, trading at $19.99. I'm going to give this a little bit of an opening to break lower on Solana. I'm not going to keep it on a very loose leash, though. Again, we get down a little bit further, I probably decide to take my profits considering they are big at this point. And again, just another winner, potential winner, I should say, because we haven't taken it off the table yet, but potential winner for us in the books again. And again, take a look at that track record. And again, certainly not a service where I just throw willy-nilly trades out there constantly. And that's why, honestly, we have such a high win rate. But that's my style. I'm a seasoned veteran investor and trader, and I'm only going to take the setups that have a high chance of success. Okay. Let's go into the Avalanche chart, see what we got on Avalanche. Avalanche also starting to move down, hasn't taken out the recent lows. This is my long level right here. Again, right around $14, give or take. Matic, remember Matic's on my watch list for a buy. Hasn't broken down yet, but this is where I start to get interested, right around $1. Then obviously more to buy around 90 to 92 cents. So that would be your next level there. All right, so again, it's just a matter of kind of keeping an eye on these things and being ready. And I think this is so important, folks. What you're seeing before you is, we were long, obviously, before the bounce in crypto. Then we started to cycle out. Then we started to short a little bit, and we started to make some money on our shorts and still in some of the shorts. And now as we come down, we're looking for long plays. And this is what a real investor and trader does, right? I mean, everyone likes to classify me as, oh, bearish. But honestly, I just trade the price action. And you guys see that inside the service. Is like, we'll go long when the charts tell us to go long. We'll go short when the charts tell us to go short. That's all it really is. And that's how we make so much money, is by being very selective and disciplined and waiting for the levels to trade, and obviously being no major bull or bear, meaning that someone that's only a bull will never look for the downside. They're always looking at the upside. Someone who's always a bear is always looking for the downside. The best traders in the world are ones that can see both sides and never fall in love with any one direction. Falling in love is the worst thing you can do when it comes to investing. All right. So next up, let's take a look at BNB here. It is holding on to this little support. If that breaks, here's your downside target right down here around 250, 255 in that vicinity. Cardano again pierced today this trend line right here. And again, as of now, it is holding that trend line. If that breaks, your next move down could be as low as 27 cents. That would be where I would start to accumulate on the long side of Cardano. Polkadot, let's take a look quickly at Polkadot here and see what we have. Polkadot's moving lower. You do have some support around 560, but remember, I said this the other day, because it already got close here and then bounced, I'm no longer interested at 560, even though it is a support level. It's only now a minor to mid-level support. Instead, I'll probably be looking at the 515, 520 level as an opportunity there. Okay, let me see what else we have on the radar here. We've gone through that. We haven't looked at XRP in a few days. We'll take a look at that one. XRP actually inching up today, but still stuck in this kind of longer base of consolidation. One thing of interest is XRP's upsloping trend line is coming up underneath. So that means price is either going to have to break out, or if it doesn't soon, this upsloping trend line is going to get broken to the downside. So to be honest, the XRP chart does not look horrendous. It doesn't look horrible. There's another important trend line here that I think we should all be monitoring, which would be right here. Notice how that's basically parallel to this one as well, right through these levels. So you're kind of testing that today. So kind of worth keeping an eye on this. And again, I have no idea when that judge's decision is going to come, but it certainly has me on point and just kind of wondering what the ultimate outcome's going to be, and then obviously the reaction in the crypto markets. All right, we can take a look quickly at Uniswap, USD here, just basically holding on to this level. We did close below it, never confirmed, now back to it. Let's see if we roll over. Really, for me, in terms of playing this on the long side, it would probably be somewhere in this vicinity. I don't think this one's really of interest anymore, but somewhere in this vicinity, because also look at this. You have a secondary trend line right in this area that would also be some support. It's quite a bit down, but that would be a good area. Major support here, and then a confluence of those two levels right in that vicinity. That's right around $5.40. Chainlink, let's take a look at Chainlink real quick. Chainlink, again, still hasn't hit support, but again, coming down towards $6.50. Not really sure where I would want to play this as a long trade at this point. I'll just keep it on my radar, but again, if something pops up, of course, I will let you know. Let's take a look at Cosmos, which is ATOM, US dollar. Haven't looked at that one in a little while. That one, again, continues to fall back. This is an old trend line that we've had on for quite some time. Now, there is support right here. You guys can see that level here. So that, again, is a level that is currently holding. So we want to keep that on our radar. Again, if that breaks, then this is your next major level right down here. Right around 1046. 1046, 1045, 1050 even. That actually could be a level of interest to me on a long trade. I'll keep it on my radar. Let me see what else we have here. We can look at Leo, which again is Eunice or whatever that one is. Again, we're getting into ones that I don't know very much about. I don't follow very much, but nonetheless, we can take a look. This one, there's nothing here. Nothing that I see, at least. I mean, it's been trading in the lower end here. Does have support down in this current range, but again, I don't see anything that gets me super excited on that front. TON would be another one. Man, and I can't believe some of these ones that are now in the top 25 or top 30. To be honest, they weren't there not that long ago. So it just shows you how volatile even the top, I mean, obviously the top 10 has stayed pretty stationary, but the top 25, I mean, even OKB has gotten in that upper range, and that one's obviously come back in. But again, this is why I have a hard time, and I don't even know what the heck this one is, but this is why I have a hard time committing to anything but Ethereum and Bitcoin in terms of a long-term hold, is because I just see too many ones falling back. Like if you go back down, remember when Stellar was one of the top ones? Now it's number 29. Heck, Kronos, that used to be way up there. Near Protocol has not been knocked down quite a bit. ICP has been knocked. EOS used to be in the top 10, I believe, and so forth. Now EOS is at 42. So it just becomes kind of crazy, right, in that respect. And again, that's why I generally advise for us to keep our wits about us and play it safe when if we're going to play long term, which is for me, the hodl position, Ethereum and Bitcoin at a certain point for me. All right, guys, on that note, I'm going to bid you farewell. But again, nice little downtick in Bitcoin. And again, I will keep you posted. Take care.